Hello everyone, welcome to Standard 10. Students, we have already finished your quadratic equations practice set 2.1. Today, we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equations by factorization method, that is your practice set 2.2. You all know the general form of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Students, you all know that the highest index or a power of a quadratic equation is 2. So that basically means at the end, while solving by a factorization method, you will get two solutions or two roots of the equations. Now one more condition has been given in your textbook, that if the product of the two numbers should be 0, that means either one of them should be 0. That means suppose 2 into 3, okay, if I will write 0, answer came 0, then but 2 into 3 is 6. In this case, either this should be 0, okay, or this should be 0. Then only we will get a product as 0. That one only we are going to learn in a factorization method. You have already studied the quadratic equation factorization method, might be in the lower standard. See, it is very simple. You have to follow only few steps to make the basic things clear. The first thing, you should split the middle term. The middle term is b. I should split this one into b1 and b2. Simple. That means your b is equal to b1 plus b2. And the second step is, if I will multiply b1 into b2, then I should get a into c. That means from here to here, a into c should be my b1 into b2. The leave about your variables, that one will come later. If this is clear, then you can easily solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. If you see some more examples, it will be very clear to you. I have written one example in the board. Simple. The first thing, as per our step, what you have to do is you have to concentrate on 5. Okay. 5 in which way I can write? I can write 3 plus 2 equal to 5, or I can also write 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Now the thing is, out of this, which one I should take here? Which one 5x should be replaced? For this you should do 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 you have done. So 3 into 2 will be 6. If the same number 4 into 1 I will write, then it will be 4. I already told your b should be sum of the b1 plus b2. So if I will take this one, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, I will get 5. But if I will multiply 3 into 2, I am getting 6. But if I will multiply a into c, see this is in place of a and c. If I will multiply a into c, I am getting 4. So this one I cannot take. The second thing, 4 plus 1 is 5, I am getting the middle term, but 4 into 1, that is 4 into 1 is equal to 4, here what will get? 4, so I can take this one. So while taking, now I have to take what? 4 and 1, this is 4x square, 4 into x, 4x square. If I split that one, we got 4 and 1. Now what is the variable here? So you will write x and x. So 4 ones are 4x square, because 4x into 1x 4x square, and 4 plus 1 you will get 5x. Simple. In place of this we will substitute x square plus 4x plus 1x plus 4. I wrote x square. In place of 5x I have taken 4x plus 1x plus 4 equal to 0. Now you have to take out the common things from this and this. Here what I can take common? X I will take common, it will remain x plus 4. Here one thing I can take, 1 I can take common because there is no common multiple. So x plus 4 equal to 0. Always keep it in mind, the thing which you are getting, the binomial things which you are getting in inside the bracket, in both the bracket it should be same. These are same. So I can take only one time, that is x plus 4, okay, and the remaining x plus 1 equal to 0. I have already told you will get two factors because the quadratic equation has the highest index as 2. You got two factors. If these both should be 0, then either one should be 0. We don't know which one will be the 0, this or this. For this reason, we are going to write x plus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now x is equal to 4 will go that side, it will become negative minus 4, or here x is equal to minus 1. So these are the the final solution or roots of the equation. Minus 4 minus 1 are the roots of the given equation. Roots of the given equation. Simple. I think if you solve 2 more sums, you will be very easy to understand and you will be more clear. Let's now learn 2 examples from practice set 2.2 so that you will be more clear. The first example, x square minus 15x is equal to 54 is equal to 0. The first thing you should see that you should concentrate on 15. I already told you should see in how many ways you can write 15. I can write 7 plus 8 equal to 15. I can also write 10 plus 5 equal to 15. I can also write 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. Now the next thing is, if I multiply 7 8s, it will come 56. But it is 54 here. 10 5s, 50. 9 6s, yes, 54. So I will go for this. Please understand. See, 9 plus 6 is 15 and 9 6s is 54. Forget about the sign. For sign we will come later on. Now the thing is, I will go for this. So first thing is, this to I will multiply 54x square. So it will be 9x, and here I will write 6x because 9 plus 6 is equal to 15 and 9 6 are 54. Now the main thing is regarding the sign. You can see in front of this we have plus and in front of this is plus. So your now 54x square will be a plus. Now here 15, fine, minus 15. Suppose, imagine that I will put this one as minus. What may happen? 9 6 are 54, I will get minus 54, but while adding, as it is a negative sign and it is a positive sign, we will get answer as minus 3. Why? Minus 9, 6, minus 3. So in this case it is not possible to get 15. So I cannot put here, it is a negative. What is the other chances, sir? So I will put here negative. What will happen again? 9 6 I will get minus 54 and 9 minus 6 I will get 3x. Positive 3x I will get. But we should get 15. So the only thing you left with is, you should put both the negative. Minus 9x, minus 6x. It will become 9 6 54. See, minus minus, it will become plus. You know that negative plus negative will be a plus. And if I will add this both, 9 plus 6, we have to add. Why? Because the signs are same. When the signs are same, whether it is plus plus will be plus and negative negative will be a plus. So it will be a, if the signs are same, we can add. So 9 plus 6 will be 15. So I go for this. X square minus 9x minus 6x in place of 15 and place 54 equal to 0. Now please take the common things out from this. That is, if I take from this, here x is common, what is remaining? Here 1x will remain minus 9. Here if I take 6 outside, okay, what I will get? X. Why I taken 6 outside? Because it is the multiple of 54. 6 9s are 54. Minus plus will become minus 9s are 54. If you match, now we got the same thing inside the bracket as I already told. So what will happen? This both together will take one thing common, x minus 9. Here it is x minus 6 is equal to 0. X minus 9 is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0. You will get x is equal to 9 will go right hand side, it will become positive. Here x is equal to 6. So what are the solutions? 9 and the 6 are the solution or roots of the given equation. Are the roots of the given equation. Given equation. Hope this negative things or a negative sign also you are able to understand. Okay, let's move to one more sum which is something different from your exercise. Let's start. Now the first thing you have to concentrate in this sum is 2 root 6x. You should get two numbers. Once you will multiply, you should get 3 2s are 6x square. If you multiply, you should get 6x square, and if you add or subtract, depends on the sign, you should get 2 root 6x. Now how we are going to solve this one? Multiplication, you should get 6x, but addition or subtract, you should get 2 root 6x. Now students, you all know that if I will multiply root 6 into root 6, what will happen? You will get root 36, which is nothing but 6. Fine. If I will add these two, root 6 plus root 6, it will become root 12? No, right? It will become 2 root 6. Understood? Root 6 plus root 6, it will be 2 root 6. Fine, because here we will consider as 1 and here also we will consider as 1. If I multiply this, root 6 into root 6, it will become root 36, that is nothing but square root of 36 will be 6. So we will go for this, root 6x and root 6x. Now you got the numbers. The numbers, when you multiply, you are getting a 6x square, when you are adding, you will get a this. Now regarding the sign, how to see? The sign should be plus when you multiply, and when you are adding, it should be a negative. Suppose if I put here negative, what will happen? This when you are adding, this both will get cancelled, you will get 0. Fine. So if I put both negative, minus root 6x minus root 6x, it will become minus 2 root 6x, and when we are multiplying, you will get 6x square. So very easy sum. Let me solve here. 3x square minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Now you should take the common out. We should concentrate on here. Here it is little bit tricky how we will take the common out. Now how to solve this sum? 3x, I can write root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is root 9. Root 9 is nothing but 3. Do not get confused, simple. Okay. And root 6 I can write root 2 into root 3 into x. Now root 6 also same, I can write root 2 into root 3 into x plus 2 again like this way only, root 2 into root 2 is equal to 0. Now it will be very easy to take out the common out of this. For example, if I will take what is common here, root 3x is common, so I will take root 3x. In this sum, what is common over here? That is, see, root 3, here we have a x square, so see root 3 x1 I will take. So what is remaining here? You will get root 3, 1x will be remaining, minus root 2. Why? Because I have taken root 3, 1x and here root 3x. This is remaining. Now in this case, what is common? You can take root 2 as a common. So if I take root 2 is common, what will be remaining? Here you will get root 3x and minus plus minus, and you will get root 2. So these are the common things you got, which is common. So I will write root 3x minus root 2, and this one also root 3x minus root 2. This one, as both binomial terms are twice, so one thing we can take is common, and one is 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now we know that root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0, or root 3x minus root 2 equal to 0. So we are getting the same solutions, that is root 3x is equal to root 2, root 3x is equal to root 2, and x is equal to root 2 by root 3. Here also same thing, root 3x is equal to root 2 will go that side, and x is equal to root 2 divided by root 3. So the solutions of the equation will be root 2 by root 3 and root 2 by root 3. Hope now you will be able to understand this one very easily. The remaining sums I wanted you to solve or take it as an homework. Thank you for watching.